I traveled all the way from Ghana. It was about 24 hours. And before I got here, I visited a very small shoemaking factory. And when I went, I saw how he was making his shoes, and I was like, this is very complex. If you go there and you tell him you want a shoe, he tells you what kind of shoe do you want, and whatever kind of shoe you tell him, he has just a single machine which he operates, and maybe if it's for a party, he has a way of using that machine to get your shoe for a party or for a school. And I'm like, nah, this is not a programmer's mindset. So I decided to write a single program for him. Maybe he's not here, and show it using the factory design pattern. And I think this term should be revised to a good factory design pattern, not just factories, because some factories are bad, not all factories are bad. So, sorry.
It's the bottom, I think.
Yeah, I'm personally not good. No.
It's there.
All right, so as a customer, when you go to a factory, you tell the...
It's off.
Sorry.
Good, thank you.
So as a customer, when you go to a factory, you tell the factory, the shoemaker, that you want a shoe, and definitely you will be asked to maybe wait at the customer lodge or something to wait for the shoe. You're not going to see how it's going to be implemented. Whatever goes on is not something you are going to see. So the direct interface communication will be directly between the customer and the maker, but you're not going to see what's actually going to happen. So I went on to bring an advantage of using the factory design pattern, which allows you to use subclasses to choose the type of objects you want to produce. So if for a shoe, you have subclasses for, let's say, the type of shoes, so let's say for a church or for party or for any out in here, and then you inherit it from a very base class that has a general design of how a shoe is made. And it also enables loose coupling, which does not make all the systems so very interdependent on each other. So this is a simple code I wrote for him. So I hope you see this from where he is. And so you have your enumerations of the type of shoes you want, maybe for a church or a school. And then these are simple base class for a shoe, how the shoe. So what you are primarily doing is just printing the information about the shoe. You are not doing anything complex. So if you have your public members, that's the size, the color, and the year the shoe was made. And you have your set information, which takes the type of the shoe you want, and then it initializes the size, the year, and the color for each type of shoe. So if you go for a church, it's going to print size of 34 and year of 1934 and brown color. And if you go for a school, you are going to get size of 37 and 1937 year and a white color. And then you have your virtual function, your print information, which can be used in all the functions. So if your shoe church, and then you inherit it from your public shoe, and then your print info function, which is used from the base class, and then you print out the information for the user to see that, okay, I've made your shoe for you, and then your shoe school for school to so that I've made your shoe for you like this, and then you have your shoemaker class, and then the shoemaker has a shoe make type function which returns a shoe pointer. And so it takes the type of the shoe. The shoemaker will ask you what type of shoe do you want. So I want it for a party, I want it for a church. And then it does what you want for you. It does the object, creates the object, and return it back to you depending on the type of shoe you want. And then you have a customer class. So the customer is basically what is making the request, and the object is coming directly from the customer. So we assume that initially the customer has a shoe, but if the shoemaker is not yet finished, we assume it is null. We set a simple null shoe null pointer at the private section down there, and then we have our function to get your shoe. So when you go there, you create a constructor for the the customer to make an order for the shoe, and the shoemaker will tell you what type of shoe do you want, and he tells you, okay, I want the type for maybe for school, and then you create a simple shoemaker instance object, which will do a dynamic allocation of a shoemaker object. So it's going to bring you as the kind of objects that you want. Maybe if it's for if the shoe is for church, or the shoe is for party, or the shoe is for wherever, the type that is in the machine shop. Okay, and then is it? Okay, I'll be done right now. And then and then when you are done, you get your shoe using your get shoe function, and then you return your shoe, which is made from the request that you made from the customer constructor, and then when you're done, your intimate function. So the customer will be the direct interface, which will request for a shoe, and then you tell the customer that you tell the shoemaker that I want the shoe for church, and then the shoemaker will model it for you without you seeing it, how it is. You'll be waiting outside, and then when you come, and then you use your get shoe function to get your shoe. So when you're done and you print the information, you are going to see, I think I added it to the slide, you are going to see whatever information about the shoe you want and how it is. Thank you. I think let this.
Thank you. Very good.